What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm over here kind of welcoming myself back too because I have not been here for a hot minute. Today's video is going to be super exciting because Urban Decay came out with a new foundation called the Stay Naked Weightless Foundation 24-hour wear. So we're going to try that out. I got sent 2 shades. They actually sent over like a website that influencers could kind of choose their colors so that they don't send us like 5,000, well, it's actually 50 different shades of their foundation, which I really appreciate because although I appreciate so much getting all of these PR packages, having 50 different shades of foundation is unrealistic. Like, I don't really need all of them. I do donate a lot of them, but still a lot of them do tend to stay behind and get spoiled. So I like that they kind of just sent you over 2 that you got to choose yourself, and they gave you kind of a list of how to pick it out. I got 2 of them here, so I'm gonna show you the PR package that they sent over. So this is what it looks like when you open up the package. They sent over the 2 foundation shades that I chose and the 2 concealer shades that I chose as well. I also forgot to state that they are coming out with concealers for this same collection as well. So they are called the Stay Naked concealers. They are also 24-hour wear. I'll give you a little bit more information about how many shades and whatnot in a second. So this is what the packaging looks like. Now I'm gonna read off of the website what it says. There are a whopping 50 different shades to choose from. They're broken into 9 different shade intensities, and that goes by 3 master tones and 7 undertones. So I don't know if you guys can see perfectly good there. It's a little hard to tell, but this is the shade 60CG. So the 60 stands for the shade intensity, the C stands for the master tone, and the G stands for the undertone. So my shade intensity is medium dark, 60, with a cool master tone and a green undertone. So I feel like this is probably gonna give me a good olive shade. I also got the shade 60WY, which is 60 medium dark, warm master tone, and yellow undertone. And the same goes for their concealers. They only have 25 shades of this, which is still a pretty good number, but you do the same thing. You pick a shade intensity, then you pick a master tone, then you pick an undertone. So let's just talk about the foundation real quick. It says on the box that it is a flexible, breathable, real skin matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, we're gonna put that to the test, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, that means it doesn't oxidize, waterproof, I don't know if I'll put that to the test because like when the fuck am I in the water with foundation? And last but not least, vegan formula, which I appreciate so much. I'm trying really hard to transition into cruelty-free or vegan completely. It's a little harder with vegan, but cruelty-free for sure. Cruelty-free is the way to go. So now what's the difference between this foundation and the regular naked foundation? Everywhere that I read online is saying that this one's a little bit more skin-like, so it gives you just a slight bit more of a skin-like finish, as opposed to the naked foundation, which gives you a little bit more full coverage. It's definitely makeup. Like, you could tell it's makeup. All right, so I'm going to swatch 60CG first. And this is what the packaging looks like. It is so pretty. It's a plastic bottle, which I appreciate because I drop things all the time. I'm so effing clumsy. It has a pump, which is, thank you, Jesus. If the foundation doesn't have a pump or is a squeezy tube, I don't want to see it. I don't want it near me. I don't want to F with it because it just gets everywhere. It's so messy when there's no pump or it's not a squeezy tube. So this is the shade 60CG. I'm going to swatch it on my face right here, and I'm also going to swatch the shade 60WY. So if you're close to my skin color, this really works out for you. See, the only bad thing there is about not getting all the shades is that I can't swatch them all for you guys, but it's less wasteful. So this is the shade 60CG. That's a pretty good shade. It's a little on the warm side still for me. I'm not sure if it's just on camera. It has a little bit more yellow to it. And this is the shade 60WY. Okay, so I would probably more so go with this one, but I think I'm gonna mix both of them together. That's the thing. When you only get to choose from online, it's a little hard to choose your color, and I am not the best at choosing my color. I always end up either orange like an Oompa Loompa, or I end up super white and pale. I'm like, why can't I just figure out what my skin tone is? Why can't I do that for myself? All right, so we are just going to mix those two together. I am going to do the same test that I always do. I'm gonna do Beauty Blender on one side. I'm gonna do brush on the other side. I think I am gonna use primer in today's video. I'm gonna use the new e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer. It's a dewy primer, but I heard that it's just kind of a gripping primer more so than dewy. So I feel like this is really good to test out with it. So yeah, let's put this on our face. So I just mixed a little bit of that on the back of my hand. It has a pretty good consistency. It's not super, super watery. I'm just gonna dot that onto my right side, and I'm gonna do about that many dots, and we are gonna start off with our trusty and dusty Beauty Blender, and we are gonna start to blend that out. So it's definitely a little bit yellow for me, even though I picked a cool green undertone. So just keep that in mind. These shades are a little bit more on the yellow side, but I think it's still a good color for my neck. It is, I would say it's a pretty light coverage. I would say it's either light to medium coverage. I put a pretty decent amount on, and it's still not covering up like this big dark spot that I had here. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. Hopefully with the brush, it'll cover up a little bit more. Usually brushes leave you with a little bit more of a full coverage. So this is the second layer of this foundation, and I think it has a really pretty finish. But like I said, it is definitely not a full coverage foundation. It doesn't seem to be completely matte either, which I don't mind. I don't really like super matte foundations because I have dry skin. If you have oily skin, I feel like this will also work for you because it's not super dewy either. And I even put on that e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer, and I don't see much dew coming through or peeking through with this. I think it's a very pretty foundation with the sponge. I just don't think it has enough coverage for people who have a little bit more things that they do want to cover, like dark spots or any imperfections that you may have. This foundation may not be the one for those of you guys that are looking for a little bit more full coverage, but we will see because we are going to use the brush on this side right now. Okay, so I put about the same amount on this side that I did on this side the first round, and I'm going to use my flat top kabuki brush, and I'm just going to pounce that in. I like to press in my foundations. I don't like to like swirl them around really, unless it's like maybe like a gel finish, and this is not a gel finish. And I actually already see a difference in coverage. I don't know if you guys could tell on camera, but for me in person, it seems like this side already has significantly more coverage. So if you do want more coverage with this foundation, make sure to use a brush because that is the way to go. So I brought you guys closer to my face because I want you guys to see the foundation in its full glory. So I really like it. I do. Right now, I really like this foundation. I was a little bit skeptical because I did not like the Naked foundation. I tried it once years ago, but I remember that I didn't like it because it was a little too dry for my dry skin. But this one I really like. I'm touching it right now. It doesn't seem to be tacky at all. It literally feels like you have the thinnest layer of foundation on. I also really like that it's doing a good job hiding my pores, and it's not sinking into my fine lines, which is a huge problem that I have with most of my foundations. I smile a lot and it tends to just sink into that crease. So I really like that this foundation isn't doing that. So now that we like how this looks, let's go into the concealer and hope that that concealer works. I love complexion products, so I'm really, really hoping good things for this one. Okay, so for the concealer, I got two shades again, and I got the shade 50WY and 60 NN. So I think I'm gonna go in with 50 WY just because it's a little bit lighter and this foundation's a little tiny bit yellow and dark on me. So I'm gonna try to lighten it up with the concealer. Ooh, look at the doe foot applicator on this. It has like a little tiny curve, which is actually pretty cool because it's gonna like cup underneath the eye, and it looks like it's holding a good amount of product there too. This concealer is a teens bit light. Did I go too light? Probably. Maybe I'll mix in a little bit of that 60 NN on top of it before I start pouncing it out. And I'm hoping that this concealer doesn't dry down super fast because ain't nobody got time for that, okay? Ain't nobody has time to be like reapplying and waiting and, you know, no. Okay, we're just gonna hope that this works and it's not drying down. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long off of YouTube, but I've been going through quite a bit of things in my personal life, just like going through like anxiety and depression and all these things that are not things that people normally talk about on YouTube, but I've been going through them and they suck, and I'm going to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions about anxiety, depression, what I do to help myself, what I do for self-love, what I do to try to calm or cope with the anxiety, leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up and I'll do that video for you guys. I think I'm gonna do it anyway, just because, you know, even if it helps one person, that's what really matters to me. So yeah, I've been gone for a while. I'm gonna try to stay consistent with YouTube. If you guys have been following, a lot of you guys that follow me actually have followed me from Instagram. So thank you guys so much for following me here and watching my videos. I've been very active on Instagram. I took a little bit of time off, but not too much. I mean, I've been gone off of YouTube for like 3 months though. That's a little excessive. But I'm back, okay? I'm back. I just put my head on. I screwed it on tight. I'm trying to refocus. I really love doing YouTube, so I'm going to try to be very consistent with YouTube and at least post 1 video a week. So aside from that, let's just start pouncing this concealer out. I've had it on for a little bit of time now, so I'm hoping that it didn't dry down yet. And it didn't actually. It has such a pretty finish. And I love mixing those two colors together actually. By the way, when pouncing out concealer with a beauty blender, I like to start off with the pointy end and just like make sure it's all as blended in as possible. And then I go with the round side that I used with my foundation and I just go around the edges. And I feel like that really helps mold it all together. Wow, that is a beautiful concealer and it covered up my dark circles so well. I'm shocked. I'm excited. There's nothing more than I love than finding new complexion products. I'm so excited. So I applied the rest of my makeup and everything went on so beautifully. Everything just went on smooth, nothing dragged, nothing felt like it skipped over. I haven't even set my foundation at this point. All I have set is underneath the eyes and a little bit of my smile lines. My bronzer went on super well. My blush went on super well. Everything just went on really, really nice. I used the concealer as a primer for my eyeshadow. Came out great. I'm loving it right now. So I'm trying to get as close as I possibly can to the camera to let you guys see how it looks like. It looks beautiful though. I am so in love with this right now. I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day. I will come back and let you guys know how I feel about this foundation after a full day's wear. I am not gonna do 24 hours with foundation on my face. I'm not trying to break out. I'll probably do max like 10 or 12 hours and I'll let you guys know how I felt about it. Okay, hey, so since I suck and I didn't film a update for you guys, I thought I'd come on here and record an update for you guys. So here's the thing. It rains a lot in Florida during the summer and, well, it started raining and good news is the foundation is in fact waterproof. But what is not waterproof is my mascara. So I did end up wearing this foundation and concealer a few more times, probably like 5 times since then. Can you tell how much I like it? I love this foundation and concealer. They are amazing. They're beautiful. I love them. I'm gonna keep buying them. If I run out of it, hopefully I don't. Hopefully Urban Decay will keep restocking me for the rest of my life. Will it happen? No, probably not. But I do really like this foundation. I also didn't do the white t-shirt test and see if it smears on your boyfriend's white t-shirt. It does. It smears a little bit, okay? I got some on Juan's shirt and I don't think he knows, but I know. I saw it. He'll figure it out when he has to do the laundry. Aside from that, great foundation, lasted literally all day. I wore it for like 15 hours one day and my face still looks snatched. So thank you, Urban Decay. I'm loving it. Guys, go give it a try. Go ask for a sample at Sephora. Okay, bye. All right, guys, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you guys could see my videos if you want to see them. If you already are subscribed, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Leave a comment down below of how you guys think this looks on my skin. I think it looks really well. Are you planning on buying it? Let me know. I want to know these things. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.